Welcome to Outdoor Oasis Ideas. Where we explore the art of creating stunning outdoor spaces. Today we're diving into the world of landscape design, focusing on how to create beautiful garden beds that will transform your yard into a breathtaking oasis. First, let's talk about site assessment. Before even thinking about plants, understand your space. Sunlight is paramount. Note how much sun each area receives throughout the day. Full sun, partial shade, or full shade. This dictates plant selection. Soil type is equally crucial. Is it sandy, clay-heavy, or loamy? Knowing this allows for appropriate soil amendments to ensure optimal drainage and nutrient content. Consider existing structures, a house, fence, shed, and how they influence the layout and design of your flower beds. Observe the natural contours of the land. Slopes can be incorporated into the design, creating terraces or cascading effects, enhancing the visual appeal. Next, we delve into bed design. Consider the overall style you envision. Formal designs often feature geometric shapes, symmetrical layouts, and a structured arrangement of plants. Informal designs, on the other hand, embrace a more natural, free-flowing aesthetic, with plants spilling over and creating a sense of untamed beauty. The size and shape of your beds are crucial. Long, narrow beds can guide the eye along a pathway, while circular or square beds can serve as focal points. Think about incorporating curves to soften hard lines and create a more natural feel. The placement of your beds relative to other elements in your landscape is also key. Position them to complement existing structures or to highlight specific views. Now for plant selection. This is where the real artistry comes in. Begin by choosing plants that thrive in your specific climate and soil conditions. Consult local nurseries or gardening experts for recommendations tailored to your region. Consider the mature size of each plant. Overcrowding can lead to competition for resources and stunted growth. Ensure sufficient spacing between plants to allow for proper air circulation and sunlight penetration. Think about texture and color. Mixing different textures, feathery foliage, coarse leaves, spiky flowers adds depth and visual interest. A well-planned color scheme is vital. Consider using a color wheel to create harmonious or contrasting combinations. Monochromatic schemes, using various shades of a single color, can be incredibly elegant. Analogous schemes, using colors adjacent on the color wheel, create a sense of calm. Complementary schemes, using colors opposite each other on the color wheel, offer vibrant contrasts. Let's discuss the art of layering. This is a fundamental principle in creating visually appealing flower beds. Tall plants, often referred to as thrillers, form the backdrop. These provide height and drama, drawing the eye upward. Medium-height plants, or fillers, fill in the spaces between the thrillers, creating a lush, full appearance. Low-growing plants, or spillers, cascade over the edges, softening the lines and adding a sense of movement. This layering technique creates visual depth and interest, ensuring the bed is attractive from all angles. Consider the flowering periods of your chosen plants. Staggering the bloom times ensures continuous color throughout the growing season. Early bloomers can be paired with late bloomers to create a succession of colors and textures. Maintenance is crucial for the long-term health and beauty of your flower beds. Regular watering is essential, especially during dry periods. Water deeply and less frequently to encourage deep root growth. Mulching helps retain moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. Apply a layer of organic mulch, such as shredded bark or compost, around the base of your plants. Fertilizing provides essential nutrients for healthy growth. Use a balanced fertilizer formulated for flowering plants, following the instructions on the package. Deadheading or removing spent flowers encourages more blooms and keeps the bed looking neat. Regular weeding is necessary to prevent weeds from competing with your desired plants for resources. Pest and disease control is also important. Monitor your plants regularly for signs of pests or diseases, and take appropriate action if necessary. Pruning can help maintain the shape and size of your plants, promoting healthy growth and preventing overcrowding. Now let's talk about incorporating hardscaping elements. These can enhance the overall design and functionality of your flower beds. Pathways provide access to different parts of the bed, allowing for closer inspection of the plants. Edging defines the boundaries of the bed, creating a clean, polished look. Consider using materials such as stone, brick, or metal for edging. Retaining walls can be used to create terraces on slopes, adding visual interest and preventing soil erosion. Water features, such as fountains or ponds, can add a soothing element to the landscape. Outdoor lighting can highlight the beauty of your flower beds at night, creating a magical atmosphere. Strategically placed lighting can emphasize specific plants or create dramatic shadows. Garden beds are the foundation of any well-designed landscape. They provide structure, color, and texture to your outdoor space, creating focal points and drawing the eye through the garden. When designed thoughtfully, garden beds can turn even the most ordinary yard into an extraordinary retreat. Let's start by discussing the importance of planning your garden beds. Before putting shovel to soil, take time to observe your yard throughout the day. Notice how sunlight moves across the space, where shadows fall, and how water naturally flows. This information is crucial for determining the best locations for your garden beds and selecting plants that will thrive in each area. Consider the view from inside your home as well. Garden beds placed near windows can create lovely vistas to enjoy year-round. Think about how you use your outdoor space and where garden beds might enhance your experience. Perhaps a colorful bed near the patio would create a pleasant backdrop for outdoor dining, or a series of raised beds along a path could make for an engaging walk through the garden. When designing your garden beds, think about creating layers and depth. Start with taller plants at the back of the bed, gradually decreasing in height towards the front. This not only creates visual interest, but also ensures that all plants receive adequate sunlight. Consider using a mix of evergreen shrubs for year-round structure, perennials for long-lasting color, and annuals for seasonal pops of brightness. Shape is another crucial element in garden bed design. While straight lines can create a formal, structured look, curved beds often feel more natural and flowing. Experiment with different shapes to see what complements your home's architecture and the overall feel of your landscape. Remember, the shape of your garden beds can help guide movement through your yard and create distinct outdoor rooms. Now let's talk about edging. A well-defined edge not only gives your garden beds a polished look, but also helps contain mulch and prevent grass from encroaching on your plantings. There are many edging options available, from natural stone and brick to plastic and metal. Choose a material that complements your home's exterior and the style of your garden. When it comes to selecting plants for your garden beds, consider creating a color scheme. This doesn't mean limiting yourself to one or two colors, but rather choosing a palette that creates harmony in your garden. You might opt for a monochromatic scheme using different shades of the same color, or a complementary scheme using colors opposite each other on the color wheel. Don't forget about foliage color as well. Plants with silver, burgundy, or variegated leaves can add interest even when flowers aren't blooming. Texture is another important factor in creating visually appealing garden beds. Mix plants with different leaf shapes and sizes to create contrast and interest. Pair fine-textured plants like ferns or ornamental grasses with broad-leaved plants like hostas or hydrangeas. This interplay of textures adds depth and dimension to your garden beds. Consider incorporating hardscaping elements into your garden bed design. Large rocks or boulders can serve as focal points and provide year-round interest. They also create microclimates that certain plants will love. Water features such as small fountains or bird baths can add a soothing element to your garden beds and attract wildlife. Don't forget about vertical space when designing your garden beds. Trellises, arbors, and obelisks can add height and provide support for climbing plants. These vertical elements can create stunning backdrops for your beds and help to define different garden rooms. Now let's discuss the importance of soil preparation. The success of your garden beds largely depends on the quality of your soil. Before planting, take the time to amend your soil with organic matter like compost or well-rotted manure. This will improve soil structure, increase water retention, and provide nutrients for your plants. Consider having your soil tested to determine its pH and nutrient levels. This information will help you choose plants that will thrive in your specific soil conditions and guide any necessary amendments. Mulching is another crucial step in creating beautiful garden beds. A layer of mulch not only gives your beds a neat, finished look, but also helps retain moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. Choose a mulch that complements your plantings and overall garden design. Organic mulches like bark chips or shredded leaves will break down over time, enriching your soil. When planting your garden beds, consider the mature size of each plant. It's tempting to fill in all the empty spaces, but overcrowding can lead to poor air circulation and competition for nutrients. Give each plant room to reach its full potential. Think about creating year-round interest in your garden beds. While spring and summer often steal the show, thoughtful planning can ensure your beds look beautiful in every season. Include plants with interesting bark or structure for winter interest, early spring bulbs for a pop of color as the garden awakens, and plants with beautiful fall foliage to extend the season. Don't be afraid to incorporate edibles into your ornamental garden beds. Many fruit trees, berry bushes, and herbs are not only productive but also beautiful. A well-placed apple tree can provide spring blossoms, summer shade, and fall fruit. Blueberry bushes offer delicate spring flowers, summer berries, and brilliant fall color. Herbs like rosemary, thyme, and sage can serve as attractive, low-growing edging plants. Consider creating themed garden beds to add personality to your landscape. A butterfly garden filled with nectar-rich flowers will not only look beautiful, but also support local pollinators. A sensory garden with plants chosen for their interesting textures, scents, and sounds can be a delightful experience. A moon garden featuring white flowers and silver foliage can create a magical atmosphere in the evening. Don't forget about the importance of proper irrigation. While some areas may receive adequate rainfall, others might require supplemental watering. Consider installing a drip irrigation system in your garden beds. This efficient watering method delivers water directly to the plant's roots, reducing water waste and helping prevent fungal diseases that can occur with overhead watering. As your garden beds mature, remember that they are living, dynamic spaces that will change over time. Be prepared to edit your plantings as needed. Some plants may outgrow their space, while others might not perform as well as expected. Regular maintenance, including pruning, dividing perennials, and refreshing mulch, will keep your garden beds looking their best. Consider creating focal points within your garden beds. This could be a specimen plant with striking foliage or flowers, a piece of garden art, or a small water feature. Focal points draw the eye and can help break up large planting areas into more manageable, visually appealing sections. Remember to create paths or stepping stones through larger garden beds. These not only provide access for maintenance, but also invite exploration and create a sense of journey through the garden. Use materials that complement your overall design, whether it's natural flagstone, gravel, or brick. Don't be afraid to experiment and let your personality shine through in your garden bed design. Gardens are deeply personal spaces that should reflect the tastes and interests of the gardener. Whether you prefer a formal, manicured look or a more naturalistic cottage garden style, there are endless possibilities for creating beautiful garden beds. Consider the environmental impact of your garden bed design. Choose native plants that are adapted to your local climate and support local wildlife. Incorporate rain gardens to manage stormwater runoff and create habitat for beneficial insects and animals. By working with nature, you can create a beautiful landscape that's also ecologically beneficial. Remember that creating stunning garden beds is an ongoing process. Gardens evolve over time, and part of the joy of gardening is adapting to and working with these changes. Be patient, be observant, and be willing to learn from both your successes and failures. Each season brings new opportunities to refine and improve your garden design. Lastly, don't forget to create spaces within your garden to sit and enjoy the beauty you've created. A well-placed bench or small seating area allows you to immerse yourself in the garden and appreciate the details of your plantings up close. A formal garden uses geometric shapes and symmetrical layouts, creating a sense of order and elegance. A butterfly garden attracts butterflies with nectar-rich plants. A herb garden provides fragrant herbs for culinary use. A rock garden uses drought-tolerant plants and rocks to create a low-maintenance landscape. The possibilities are endless, limited only by your imagination and the space available. Document your gardening experiences through photos or a journal. This creates lasting memories and inspires future endeavors. Thank you for joining us today on Outdoor Oasis Ideas. If you've enjoyed this video and want more garden inspiration, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Until next time, happy gardening!